Antonio, another home defeat, and this time it confirms Aberystwyth's relegation from the Welsh Premier League for the first time since 1992. Your comments?
Yeah, I'm devastated. I'm gutted. I'm hurting. But it's a game that we shouldn't have lost. You know, we can't. Again, I've said this before. We're a team of limited chances, but it's the most chances we've created in a long time. You know, we should have been 3-4-0 up, and that's what happens to us. Unfortunately, they go down the other end, and young lad goes and puts it in the bottom corner. But
it's so ironic, isn't it? With Jonathan Evans, he'd already scored 8 goals, top scorer. He had so many opportunities today, and to be fair, Will Fuller made some special saves as well.
Yeah, and you know, we can't fault John's effort. You know, he's a local boy. It means the world to him, and you know, there'll probably be no one more hurting tonight than him, because he probably knows that on another day he should have taken all 3 or 4 of the chances. But yeah, Will's done well to narrow the gap and everything. But yeah, it's very disappointing.
They hurt you, particularly down both wings, with Caleb Demery, Rio Dyer, Corey Herford particularly playing well tonight. Yeah,
they did play well, but they were good. They put crosses in the box, but we dealt with it. I felt we dealt with everything. You know, it got a bit scrappy midway through the second half, where it was a bit basketball type there and back. But you know, it's one moment of magic, isn't it? You know, and like you say, we could have been on a different story here. We could have been talking about Johnny Evans having a hat trick, but we're not.
To be fair though, Antonio, the damage was done a long time before tonight. 5 wins in 29 games says it all.
Yeah, absolutely. We're not just relegated from tonight. We're relegated from, you know, all the games that we've been through through the whole season. You know, it hasn't been good enough. We know that. We've talked about that, and we've talked about it for weeks, about the standards, about our fitness levels, about taking opportunities when we arise on them. You know, individual errors. We've talked about all of that, and yeah. But overall, the whole season has just not been good enough.
And 3 games to go now. You are relegated. How do you prepare the team for the next 3?
Well, they've got to show some character now. You know, they've got to look at themselves. They've got to, obviously, they'll be fighting for contracts, whether it's with us, whether Welsh Prem clubs are looking at them. They're not going to look at them and think, you know, if they've chucked in the towel, you know, they're not the type of characters that we want around their team. So, you know, they're still on the big stage, and you know, they've got to prove to us that if we're going to keep them for next season, that they want to be here, and they've got to prove to other clubs as well that they're worthy to be in the Welsh Prem again.
And the rebuild starts now.
I think we'll see how the season finishes. You know, we'll take the next 3 games as they come. You know, we're prepped right. We've always taken it 1 game at a time. We've never looked further than that. So we'll go to Connors Quay and see what happens there, and then we'll work from there.
Antonio, diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you very much.